Have you
let's
seen
keep
your
it like
screen
that.
doing crazy
Yeah,
things?
yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
It's got a really good CO2 signal. Yeah, let's see where this one stabilizes out, and then maybe we reposition a little bit, but I think...
Where it is now isn't wrong.
No, it's definitely...
We'll get some data here, and then see if we can get even better data.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stare at gauges for a second. Will I have this out?
Fish. Or shrimp. Shrimp.
Oh, great, great.
Oh, we were asked to shout out the max temperature for the viewers. What did we get?
I'll do a
12.7.
12.7?
12.73.
So the
Sorry,
background is
12.73.
6 degrees.
Yeah, it was 12.73. Was that last one?
Nice. Still increasing.
What do you call that camera right there on top? It's like a fish eye. Is that the bubble camera that everybody's talking about?
That one's the
That's
upper
the
cam.
called upper cam.
Wait, upper
We
cam.
can't see. I think bubble cam's been taken.
Ever since
Oh,
Gabby
right, looking at
mentioned,
rages at late.
ever since Gabby mentioned bagel, all I could think about is bagel, cream cheese, and a slab of salmon.
Oh, yeah.
With all that
that'd
pink
be
over there.
So good.
Still increasing, so let's just give it another minute or two. Alright, looks like it's starting to stabilize, so maybe another 30 seconds or something, and we could try. Do you reckon it would be possible to bump forward just a fraction?
I will lift up the drinking bird to do that.
Okay, let's give it another like 30 seconds here,
Okay.
and then see if it's possible to get closer. Yeah. Yeah, let's give that a go.
Are you wanting to bump forward above, like above the crack, or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was quite close above. I mean, in would be ideal, but I think geometry might not make that possible. But
Yeah.
above
Are
would
you
be
ready
great.
for me to lift up drinking bird?
I am. Or Mary, are you ready for?
I am also ready.
Okay. I mean, I'm always ready, but maybe the sciences. Got a little fish. Okay, you good?
Go
there?
for it.
Let's try this. Let's try to get in as close as I can.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that might not be, it still might not be quite enough to get you in there.
I can try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Do you want
Just
to
give me-
move maybe, well, no, I think it's great. Let's try.
Okay.
You ready, Mary?
I am stick
I am
walked.
ready.
I think you're gonna come down on top of that rock, but
On top of the rock is good. It looks like a good rock.
It's a good rock. It means well.
It does mean well.
Good rock. Slip it a treat.
And that is a good CO2 peak that's forming.
were we saying that that thing beside the porch is a dead coral?
We want to have a look at it.
Yeah, right.
It's a hot topic of debate.
Okay.
Everybody's denying it's anything to do with their field.
All right.
Data, would you be able to take a screenshot so I get the position of the ones?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I think if I scooted the corner of the porch up onto where Drinking Bird is now, we could get in
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there.
that sounds good.
I think it would perch like that.
I mean, we are right now still on a pretty significant increase. It's not stabilized.
I think it's pretty
so
tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we could just let this one max out, and I think
Mhm.
we're pretty close to. I mean, it's yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not sure I can see how we'd get in closer either, but I'm not the pilot for sure.
All I could imagine is in upper, if the tip of the nozzle was actually over that crack,
Yeah,
was forward
yeah.
of the edge of the rock, but
Yeah,
I think if you really wanted to get in there, your better bet would be to move to the left.
Yeah, but and that's why I was asking if that coral was dead. And
Oh,
and
okay, you're
when I
gonna
hit
sit
that
on it.
spot.
mm-hmm.
Well, it's definitely
see.
not alive, whatever it is.
Even if it's... But if it's a little chimney, it'd be a shame not to have.
I don't think moving to the left necessarily interferes with that coral. I think the porch will be below it.
Yeah, you think so?
But you'd have to do it without really picking up too
Is there
high.
a clear
Yeah.
spike for this one, Mary?
sorry. There was a very close spike, but it's
And
pretty
Anna, no,
spiky
we're just using the... This is an inlet for the sage instruments that we're passing through right now. We don't... So, analyzing fluids, yes. Sampling fluids, no, because we already filled all our fluid sampling stuff.
760.
If we did have Niskins, we could have parked over a Niskin and sampled it, but
Yeah,
we don't have any Niskins
unfortunately,
left, so...
3 of them failed. Yes, Anna, we are measuring, so there's a CO2 and methane ones both on that hinged thing
Mhm.
called the Drinking Bird. So this will be a combined CO2 and methane sample for this location.
And you have the in-situ data for the CO2
CO2.
coming straight through and the methane's recording on board.
Yeah.
So we'll know about that later.
Yeah, I think that looks like it's stabilized. So I think we're probably good here.
Are you guys happy
Great.
with the Drinking Bird deployment? Ready to stow?
Yeah, I'm happy with the Drinking
Yep.
Bird. Yeah,
Okay.
that looked really
Great,
good.
thank you. While we're here, could we just, before we move the vehicle at all, get some video as well and zoom back in just to get some unadulterated video of the flow as well?
Yeah, that would be great. And actually,
That'll be good for your next AGU talk of like and this is what the flow looked like.
so one thing that could be really useful would be if you could just put the temperature probe where the Drinking Bird nose ended,
Ah.
just so we get that value to. It'll probably be 5 or something, but
Yeah.
would be nice to know.
Then you
And
can
yes.
relate that to the...
The question to Anna, we saw some really nice shiver. It was 12.7 Celsius max.
And in fact, Anna, if you stick around, now you're here, we will zoom back in, so we'll show you the diffuse flow. For those who arrived late for the party. There are going to be people with diffuse flow ESP all around the planet waking up going, I feel like somebody's looking at something cool somewhere on the planet. I'd better go to Nautilus Live.
Nice.
Thank you.
And temp probe now?
Yes, please.
Can we just get some cinematic
Oh, yeah,
view
yeah.
of the flow
Yeah,
before we... But
Yeah.
don't move the vehicle any, just with where we are.
Alright, go for zoom video.
Going for zoom.
I'm going to come in pretty far.
And before we move the vehicle, we should defrost our navigator. Put her in a different seat.
Can we pan that just a little bit to the right just to frame it?
I'm
so we
quite
got
cocooned.
I see that.
Oh, sorry,
Oh.
that's spicy. How's that?
a little bit to the back to the left. I just want to have a little bit of the pale yellow fluff on both sides. Just
More?
a little bit, one more nudge of that size. I'm so picky.
No, that's okay. Trying my hardest.
Thank you, Ryan. That's great.
Do you want to switch now? I mean, we're sitting
Sure.
here? Yeah. Want to switch?
And
And I can go to.
video
Oh, we got
in
some
about
temp probing
10
to do.
seconds. Could
Oh,
we
yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
come
switch
out a
to
little bit?
the
Like
to the stool.
something like a 3/4 zoom or something.
You want me to come further back out, Chris?
Yeah, just a little bit, or maybe if you can do it as a yeah, beautiful, and hold that. That's got some nice lighting. You can see the Schlieren effect across the pale yellow to the left now. And a little bit of pink coral as well, just for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Oh.
10 more seconds of this, please, video, and then we'll maybe, at your discretion, bump out a little bit further and see how pretty it looks or whether it goes boring. So, whenever you're ready.
Have you noticed any current down here when you've been piloting? Oh, I think Gabby is.
Okay, Sam,
maybe Ryan
anytime
will
you want
know.
to come out a little bit further now?
Yep.
Yes, Science, you want to do whatever you want with that? Or video, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's hold there. And could we have lasers back on, please?
Yeah, users, come on. They are on, or are just above.
Yep, I see them. That's great. Outside of the money shot, but great for scale. Okay, I think that's just about every different version of 15 seconds worth of
Yeah, that
prettiness.
looks great.
Cool.
So then we'll lay the temperature probe somewhere so it's kind of, I'll get it so it's oriented about there. I think that was about the right position, right?
Yeah,
it was
as close as possible
from the
to
edge
where
of the rock,
drinking
but-
bird was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's doable.
Thank you.
What was the CO2 anomaly?
It was about 7. Okay.
I can translate for you too.
It was about 770 ppm.
Above 3 something?
Yeah, so baseline's been about 310. And it was pretty, yeah, it's the highest feature we've seen for, apart from the main venting sites, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get to in Nafanua?
That was actually a little bit,
Is
that was
that-
actually got a really strong signal at one point. That was, yeah, that was much higher. That
Right.
was thousands.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The highest I saw was 20,000.
Yeah, that was enough.
That was at the cone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's good.
That's like
Oh.
even compared to the
Yeah, you're
high
correct.
temperature vents on the rim, right?
That was,
That's-
but we weren't able to get directly. The high temperature
yeah,
ones
yeah.
were so high that we
Oh,
couldn't
that's
get
right.
quite
We had
as
to be
close.
careful. We had to be
Yeah.
cautious with what we did there, yeah.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, okay. That's good.
And I was asking, did we only measure the diffuse
Yeah.
flow or did we get
did, and it's
ambient?
matching
But
the CTD.
we have ambient the whole time, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Would that be
How's that?
I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
just
think
hold
that
it
looks
there,
really,
kind of
like, front.
suspended like that is fine.
They said that's good.
The temperature probe seems to have...
And here, I'll check.
That looks great. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the same location. Would you be able to take a photo of this one as well? Thank you.
Yeah, it's not changing, eh?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Low temperature.
Is the temperature probe actually doing its thing?
Could you also bring it slightly closer to the rock? I think Drinking Bird was a bit further in.
Like lower down?
Just want it
Yeah.
slightly closer to the rock.
I think it's like slightly further forward and slightly lower.
Okay.
Down and forward a little bit. How's that, science?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Temperature looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is updating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that now.
Okay, well I guess we're at ambient temperature in that case.
It wasn't that
It's
much
gone up a little
warmer
bit,
in
but it's...
the crevice though, was it?
Yeah, 6.0.
Looks like it was 5.9, so it's a tiny, tiny bit above.
A little bit, a
But
little
not...
bit.
It's all about the chemistry without much of the physics.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Happy with
great
that?
for me. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You happy with that?
Yes,
too,
please.
Chris? Yeah, okay. That's good. We're done.
And then when before we leave, that stuff just front left of the porch, we'd like to look at that gnarly yellow stuff and
Yeah, okay.
see if we have any idea what it is.
Megan is perfect for that.
What am I doing?
You're gonna do a nice zoom on something.
Okay.
Your specialty.
If you see on the upper camera, the gnarly yellow stuff is kind of just off
Oh,
view over there.
okay. Gnarly yellow stuff
It's
on
like,
the rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
If those are like exquisite, less than centimeter wide chimneys, that would be amazing.
extend. And
Okie
tilt
dokie.
you up. Do you want to see your porch a little?
And I think that is some of it just there, right?
Oh, that's what you want to look at?
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
Wow. Okay.
And there's more of it, I think, further back than that. I think that's the furthest from us, but you can see it's kind of in view just there.
Okay, go for zoom.
Going for zoom. We're looking at these structures right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think
I
they
see
are. I
There's
think they're
vents
tiny
in there.
little chimneys.
See, it's
yeah.
shimmery.
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty.
Nice zoom.
So are these an organic structure, or are they?
I think these are chimney structures.
Oh,
See,
wow.
I told you it wasn't
Yeah.
biological.
Can we poke that as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
we sure can.
All right, zoom out.
Zooming out.
Beautiful flying.
There's a
Megan.
bunch of that stuff, look. There's a whole
Awesome.
habit. Look at all this around here as well.
Oh yeah. Which one do you want first?
Let's go with the right-handed stuff up here.
Okay.
I think if you perch in front of it properly centered, we should be
Okay.
able to get most of it.
Okay.
A little bit, like pretty much as close as you can get to the bottom feature.
Okay.
I wonder how crunchy it is. Do you think we could get some of that chimney stuff back alive?
Good try.
Yeah,
It might
we could
crumble
give
to
it a
dust
go.
like some of the other stuff was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's worth a try.
Or it might not.
Yep.
Yeah, I think worth a
Oh,
try.
we've got scoops.
We do have scoops.
yeah.
We do.
Let's see if we can scoop it before we poke it. And see if we can get some of the
Little bit
chimney material back
closer,
alive. For
Okay.
anybody who wants to do mineralogy and stuff. Actually, let's video it first. Let's get some more. When we
Yeah.
sat down, we'll get some pretty footage of it. Then we'll scoop it. Then we'll temperature probe it.
Okay, go for zoom.
Going for zoom.
Do you want to see up above it a little bit, just to like that? How's that?
Yeah, let's just hold that steady and try to work out.
It seems to be coming like
it-
out of this left
It's coming out the
edge.
crack rather than coming out of any of the little chimney structures. That's a shame.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
thought I saw some coming out of the
I
little
can see
orifices
it lower
earlier.
down. There's lower orifices.
Let me tilt down. And I'll
Yeah, maybe down. Oh,
like that. Look down there.
Yeah, it's coming out of this
yeah,
one.
there's stuff coming out of here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, can we look at? Can we? It looks like we can see right inside that.
Yeah. Here, let me just turn my camera.
I want to believe it's got a fluffy lining.
There we go.
It's like
we
winter
got
Crocs.
Winter Crocs.
I love that. That's amazing.
Which one are you guys trying to look at?
It seemed like we could look straight down the throat of this thing.
that one.
And it
I
looked
see.
like I could see like a pale yellow lining to it.
Okay, I'm gonna come in a little bit more. See how far I can push. Okay. This is maximum zoom for me.
Yeah. I might have been imagining that, but
No,
Yeah, I actually think that
definitely.
there's no, like the inside is the dark part. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
actually
I
the
agree.
shell, the outer shell,
Shell
with
is
the
the
orange
lighter.
lining.
I think you're right.
it's panned down because the best flow seems to be just coming into the bottom of the picture.
Yeah.
I think the best is like coming out of that nose.
It's like this little part, isn't it?
It looks,
Like that.
it's hard to tell.
And there's stuff living on the underside up there. And I think that might be under an overhang. Let's come a little wider, please.
Yep.
Okay, I think in terms of where things are living, it'd be great to poke in there, and maybe just in this little crevice down here.
Okie dokie.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the
So
excellent
let's
setup,
go for
Megan.
that.
No problem.
Oh, but sorry, I've forgotten myself. We were going to scoop this first, right?
Oh, you want to scoop it
See if
first
we can
before
get
you
some of
poke
that
it?
stuff. Yeah, while it's still in one piece.
All right.
Oh, actually, sorry, before we all do that, if we pan left and look at the other stuff,
Okay.
should we do that and then decide which one we want to scoop?
We're gonna
So
look at the one on the left
can
first
we-
and decide which one we want to scoop.
Yeah, I think the one we're looking at is alive and the other ones might not be, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a
Yeah.
good whisperer.
The other one's paler. That was just the thing that was, as we zoomed out.
Yeah.
Alright, video, go for zoom.
Going for zoom.
Try that's all left I got. Let's see if there's
Oh.
anything.
There's still
Well, there is more matte over there.
Can we come back out a little bit?
Yeah.
There's like a chimney that's just off.
Is there a bit of shimmer at the top?
Thank you. Here, sorry, I can get us better lined up.
There is
There's
like a
something
tiny
happening up
bit,
here,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. And at the bottom I'm seeing shimmer as well.
Yeah, a little bit, a hint.
But it looks like it's almost coming from more port.
Yeah.
Can we get any more zoom without... I know we're all the way left, right?
We can, I can.
That's all left I got. But you can see the top.
Well, that's... Yeah, let's hold that.
Yeah, they're coming out the top, this one.
Yeah.
I think there's some
Yep.
shimmer there.
I feel like I'd like to scoop that more.
Okie
It
dokie.
looks like it's got the better combination of microbes and minerals.
You could take both.
That's greedy.
All right. I'll probably need to move.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, come wide.
Great. Yeah, come wide, please.
I think it's like the delicacy of the
Okay.
little chimney things
We're gonna
makes me think
Yeah.
it's
instead, so Megan's
had
gonna
less time
move
to
it.
geologically fall apart.
All right.
Yeah,
There's like a little apron of dust down here, which...
yeah. It
So
doesn't
it's
look like it's
probably-
going to survive.
I think
Yeah.
it'll
No,
be
no,
okay.
but I think that's...
Yeah.
Here, I'll extend your camera a bit.
Can't believe how beautiful the colors are in this location. They're like... And there's so much life.
I think I just saw another vent site top left as well.
I am shocked.
Oh, bonk. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, if you look in the upper, there could be, as we approach, that could just be a whole forest of these little yellow
Yeah.
Kind
chimneys and
of
things.
disrupted the ecosystem here.
Alright.
Yep.
Let's get that forward box open.
Oh yeah, and there's no corals in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're
Here,
both
I
up.
gotta come all the way up. There you go.
I do admire the use of hockey pucks. All right, no more. Put on an order for that.
Doesn't actually make this easier. I don't know if the ship knows that.
Okay, it looks like the right one is probably more intact at this point. Would you agree? Maybe if we try and scoop this one, Gabby?
Oh, you want
Okay.
that one now?
Well, I'm not sure how much of the other one's still intact.
Oh, it's Yeah, that they're
Is
thinking.
that still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, great. Let's
It's
do
just
that then.
I
Yeah.
kind of
It was just in the foreground. It was
got a little
where you landed.
sediment when I landed.
We're just gonna zoom and check out
Oh,
how
yeah.
intact that one is.
That's good. Let's get that.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep,
We're
thanks.
still gonna get that.
Gabby, can we stop a moment?
See, stop.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to come in with the scoop over the top like that, so that we've got the whole thing encased,
So
and then twist it to snap it?
Oh, sorry.
You there?
Okay, I'm here. What you got?
I was wondering if we could come in with the scoop vertically like this. You put like a little chimney pot around the whole structure, and then snap it over sideways,
Do
rather
you
than
want
trying
to
to scoop
actually
from below.
capture the chimney?
Kinda.
Okay. Explain it again with slightly different words.
Okay. So imagine the front of the scoop is a cylinder like so,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you had it
Kinda
like
wants to
that and came
backhoe
down
it.
that way,
Yeah.
so that then the whole chimney, the scoop would be around it like
Yeah.
so. And then you could try and rotate the whole thing so that the chimney would be protected and would then fall into the net at the bottom. Is
Okay.
that stupid?
No.
I'm just thinking if you, I was wondering if you scoop this way, whether it's just going to fall away from you.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing would just be to come at it from this direction. Maybe that's what you
Yeah,
were
I think
planning, was
that's a
just to
better-
scoop up from under,
Yeah.
but then,
Okay.
and then aim at that overhang, because then if it does fall, then this bit might be the one that falls into the scoop.
Okay, so your goal is to get the top part of the chimney
Yeah,
more or less intact.
if we can.
Okay. I think if I were to do that, I would
Mhm.
set myself up from the left-hand side, and
Okay.
I would scoop towards the right-hand side and the
Mhm.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would come in from the side as opposed to in from the top.
Okay, Yep.
Does that sound reasonable?
that's good. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that a go. We'll see if we have enough reach for that. We might need to move.
Okay, yeah. I didn't realize we were...
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, now we're sort of getting more of a picture as we got in closer, so.
That might work.
That looks
Yeah.
lovely. Yeah. If you just lift that now, that looks like the perfect thing. Sweet. Nice job. Bloop. Looks like I just got my Santa's stocking filled for Christmas, doesn't it? It's just like a
Yeah. That's
put
better
a
than
little
lump
put a
coal.
little holiday bow around that, and
Okay, now do you want that to go straight in the box, or do you need
Yeah.
more?
no, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, I think the less we do with it, the
Yeah,
better.
exactly. It's like one nice chunk. See how delicate it is, see if it survives or whether it just gets pulverized in the waves on the surface. But
Can you pan up so that I can see some subset of the joints? Okay, and down so I can see this go in the box.
saw Chris Little saying he's interested in doing some mineralogy on this if it comes back alive. So, Chris, go to the Nautilus Live website. There should be a place there where you can actually put in sample requests, and we will definitely be bringing it home if we possibly can.
Trying not to set it on itself here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Thank you, Gabby.
Okay, let's close that up. If it doesn't close all the way, I would say that's fine, because I don't want to squish it.
It looked like it just shook itself down as it was bumping in, so.
Cool. Okay.
Is it
Okay,
that's
possible
that.
to zoom on the
Temperature probe,
sides
please.
we
Okay.
left as well, just so we
Sorry?
can see if the flow is picked up. Now we've
Oh,
Okay.
resume
the
now.
chimneys off. Yeah. See what's coming out of that that site.
Or whether we've silted
Yeah,
it
so
up
we'll
completely
center
and
up
blocked
that
it.
place that we just sampled,
Yep.
and we'll center up the place we just sampled and get a zoom on it so you can see if the flow has changed.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Going for zoom.
There's definitely some shimmer coming out that hole at the top.
Yeah, it's up here somewhere, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go up in and around where that right-hand laser was.
How much time do you want to spend at this location? Because that would be another drinking bird easier setup because it's right in a hole with a fat approach.
Yeah, let's put the temperature probe in there and see what the number is.
Yeah.
Okay, go
that
wide.
Sounds good.
Going wide.
We are very close to the top of the hill, and
Yeah.
You think you can reach that far? Or should I move?
With the temp probe, alas, I do
Yeah,
think we need
I
to
don't think
move to the left to get that.
I think
Okay.
if we set up to assume that we might be doing a drinking bird, then that's probably worth
Okay.
the
Okay.
time.
With, if possible, the drinking bird going into that hole where the flow is coming out
Mhm.
directly.
Okay, we will set up to potentially do a drinking
Yeah.
bird.
Thank you so much. Are there many, is the current very strong in this area?
Were you talking to the front row?
Yes, I was just asking how the currents are in this area.
Oh, virtually non-existent.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe, yeah, a tiny bit, just enough to keep the sediment from like hanging around us forever,
Yeah,
but not enough to impact our work at all, really.
I have some, even when we're just sitting, not doing anything, the CO2 signal's got a lot of fluctuations. And I wasn't sure if that was a current effect, changing different
I mean,
packages of
CO2
water.
I'm sure responds to really tiny currents, so could be.
Okay.
So, Chris, data?
Yes.
Chris Little Shaw would like to know what that sample number was, so that
Nice land.
Yes,
he
that
knows to be
was
aware of
Let's
it.
try and do better than last
257.
time.
So that's
Last time was good too.
NA165-257.
I just didn't want to
Type
like
that in the chat.
push all the little bits.
I will do my best to preserve that somehow.
Okay,
best we
we're
can.
temp sensoring here. Can you pan down for temp sensor?
And then in Chris's other question about the scoop box actually is a
And
retractable tray, so it actually has a
turn
lid built in.
the
When
temp
it
sensor on.
retracts in, it is completely secured for, it's a secured volume. That's how that, rather than having a lid that goes up and down.
So we're going for this little gap over here.
Yeah, the little dark hole, that's there. Oh, sorry. There.
Oh, definitely a temperature rise here.
Oh yeah? Okay, well, let me get a more vertical angle here.
Mm-hmm.
temperature is 7.
I love this crack team here.
Is that a
Yeah,
pun
totally.
about
I
sampling
had
the
her
crack?
documenting.
The fact that it's the team working in the little crack.
I feel like
Crack
she's like
team.
sort of the like mind that like connects us all.
She can't even hear us.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
hive mind of the front row.
It's
She
pretty
anticipates
high.
everything.
Yep.
10 and still rising.
What did we get to before? It was about 12 or something?
12.7.
Yeah.
3. 12.
12.73.
Mhm.
What's the error on that temperature probe?
5 degrees.
Yeah.
It's been very close to the CTD, like within a few tenths. But I would not call its error
Yeah.
a few
I
tenths.
think 1 decimal place is probably enough for significant figures.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like about 11, just over 11 that that's
Mm.
stabilizing out at, which is a nice temperature. It's a good temperature for a sage measurement.
Would you like to do another one?
Would love to do another one.
All right. Should
Okay.
I maybe come a little bit more over so Sage is
I would say
centered up?
hold the probe for another 10 seconds to let it stabilize, which looks like it's doing. Yeah, Chris, what do you think? So
Yeah,
stable
I think that's
for you?
pretty stable there. That's
11.2.
11.2.
okay. So ready to stow the temperature probe and get drinking
Okay.
bird out?
Yeah.
We are stowing the temperature probe and getting drinking bird out.
Okay.
There will
Carrie,
be a vehicle maneuver in
Yeah,
order to
you-
get drinking bird in the right
Okay.
place. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
That sounds
Absolutely.
good.
Okay. And can you secure the temp probe, Rye?
is this what closer?
If it's easier, you can put out the drinking bird first, and then
I would
move the
back down a
vehicle
bit.
after.
Back down a bit?
Yep. Yeah, not a ton, but
Okay.
that might be good. Yeah. Now give it some forward and some down when you stick lock. Just a tiny bit of forward. That's actually a lot of forward.
That's a lot forward.
Just take a look at your thruster amounts when you do that.
Okay.
Do you ever look?
Oh, is that what that's for?
It's brand new.
Okay.
It is brand
Cool.
spanking new.
I did not know there was a button there. That'll
Do you ever look at your thruster percentages?
not very much.
Okay. Do you not have them on the Luke?
We do,
Okay.
but it's in a much more colorful display.
Okay. They're a really useful tool for this vehicle. They're not on feedback, so they're not telling you what the thrusters are actually doing, but it is going to tell you what your commands are.
I see.
Okay, so we want a drinking bird here?
Yes, please.
Okay, drinking bird it is. Retract, pan over. Yeah. And then cross your fingers that drinking bird will take another deployment.
How many do you reckon it has in it?
What's that?
How many deployments do you reckon it has before it breaks?
Exactly the number that we are going to do.
Okay, great.
I love how the lower camera is like the land of Anthomastus.
Yeah, it's pretty. Really, really pretty.
Where the Smurfs hang out. All their mushroom homes.
Blue people would really fit in well with the color scheme, actually. Be
Yeah,
what we need.
that'd be the right color complement for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Rats. Press the wrong button.
Oh no.
The blue one?
No.
What's that?
Was it the blue button?
No, it was not even blue. It was just the wrong one. I actually think it's even a yellow one, which is kind of lame.
Oh, it's a lot longer than I anticipated.
Let's see.
It's
where
actually
ends
not,
up.
you didn't do bad there.
Yeah.
Take a look in upper. It's kind of perfect, actually.
Oh yeah, no, it is lined up. Oh good.
What do you think, Mary?
Yeah, is there any way to get it lower, like closer to the
Yeah.
actual hole?
I have a little more to go, I think.
It's like much into that hole as you can get without like digging a new hole.
Okay, that's it. That's what you get.
Great. That sounds great. That is really excellent positioning, Megan. And I have CO2 going up, still going up.
Not a lot of navigating for me this watch.
Yeah, more manipulating.
A bit lean on the navigating.
Oh, we haven't moved anywhere in
I
over an
know.
hour.
Yeah, oh my gosh, lower is amazing. That's such a ludicrous number of Anthomastus.
Yeah.
Were you calling them, they're not Anthomastus, they're pseudo-Anthomastus?
Yeah, they're pseudo-Anthomastus.
Does that, is that also same family?
Same family. They're just different genus.
Okay.
Has something to do with the siphonozoids. Those are like
Most things do.
Yeah. But you really can only tell if you zoom way in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just waiting.
Yeah, that's really funny.
The Metacarcianus don't really move. They just stick around.
Meaning, did they just recently reclassify that from Anthomastus to pseudo-Anthomastus?
No, there's always been pseudo-Anthomastus and Anthomastus, and the difference is the arrangement of the reproductive polyps on the top of the mushroom, which you can't see unless you zoom in really far.
But you can tell just by, like, spidey sense?
Oh, well, that's what Santiago said they were.
Oh, okay. So
Santiago has
have we
spidey.
gotten a zoom that's in far enough to really tell? I guess we must have.
Yeah, we must have at one of the other watches. I
Yeah.
don't think we did.
Mary, how's it going?
It is still increasing.
Also, they
that's
collected
awesome.
some of these,
Mm.
and so they were able to look at it in the lab.
But we collected some of these.
Yeah, we collected some inside the bowl, and
Oh,
then we
okay.
have some outside, and I think they're the same,
Okay.
but we could be wrong. Maybe they're different.
Yeah.
That's why we collected them over here, too. And they are the dominant form of life in this area.
Mm.
At least
They run this
multicellular
show.
life, yeah. Our charismatic megafaunas.
They're the megaist.
A whole 10 centimeters.
So it looks like that's stabilizing. / dropping back down again.
Okay.
So I think we can probably call that a day.
What's that?
We can probably call that a day. That's probably
Okay, sounds good.
enough.
Okay.
I'm going to stow the drinking bird.
Thank you very much.
Drinking bird lives to drink another day.
Many more drinks left, I hope.
I'm just happy this seat is warmer. Makes such a difference. I definitely felt like that corner was getting colder and colder all watch. Someone said something about it being warmer in here at the beginning of the watch.
It always feels warmer at the beginning of the watch.
Yeah, well,
The
because
longer
you're
you
warm
sit
from
here,
being
the
outside.
more and more the core temperature drops.
I always find that the last hour is the hardest with the temperature.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really nice to shift
Well,
seats
that's
at
why
the
we
la- for
saved
the
finding the
last
vents
hour.
till the end, right?
Yeah, the
Needed
warm
some
vents.
distraction. Yeah.
I think we should get some microbial mats to wear. Raise our temperature
Yeah.
by a little bit.
We could cultivate them and just make some like little biofilm
Yeah.
we could just have as like a
Uh,
thermal protection. And then find you can't peel it back off again at the end of the watch. It's
yeah.
How much more bottom time do we have? I think we were told it was going to be like an.
Oh,
It's at
Yeah,
8
I
o'clock.
think it's another.
3 hours?
There's another watch after this one,
Yeah.
and it's only 30 minutes to the surface. So
So
Yeah.
about
Okay,
another 3.5.
actually, I think drinking bird stowed itself.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
I am so
I'm
Did
glad
we-
happy
it
the
finally
drinking
decided
bird
that it could do
works.
that.
Did we get this position for the samples into
Yeah.
navigation? Good.
I
No,
did-
not the navigation.
I will
yet.
go do that right now.
I think it might already be done.
Did the scoops.
Oh, you did the scoops? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Great.
I don't know how you did that. You're a magician.
Do you
I
have an
scooted
extra
over
arm
to the
in
other
it?
seat really quick while you weren't looking.
Sweet.
It
Did
was
you
like-
really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was that. It was that
You didn't even
Heisenberg's
notice.
uncertainty principle
Like
was
a
coming into work.
ninja.
Megan was simultaneously.
No idea. That's
She was- she was
Two
hilarious.
seats at once.
She was just.
No,
She
Did you
was.
see?
She was in like.
Just over there.
She had like positional duality. She was both navigator and pilot simultaneously.
We're back to.
Exactly. We're back where the watch started.
That's incredible.
That was my physics trick for the
Yeah,
night.
excited little electron.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at all these places she is at once.
Megan,
And we
do you,
didn't observe her, so
So you didn't even see it.
was
we
like-
didn't disrupt it.
Is it biology? Is it geology? No, it's quantum
she didn't
physics
even
in
have
the front
to turn into
row.
a particle.
No.
Okay. Can you mute?
It's like pilot nav duality. Never mind wave and particle.
Megan, do you ever wish the rest of us weren't here and you could just be in
the
charge?
one-woman show.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. We wouldn't be wasting all this time at the vents. We'd be looking at biology.
Yeah, I'd be like looking at all these.
Like.
You can zoom on this trip. Time for some biology.
So, navigator, let's get ourselves making a bold attempt on the summit at waypoint 8G.
Yeah, I was making moves 157. Look at that Nematocar sinus. It's a good one.
And there's a squiggly fish coming past.
It's got a really short rostrum.
Yeah.
Look at that tiny rostrum.
It's a tiny rostrum.
It's not the size of the rostrum, you guys.
I mean, it
It's like,
could be.
yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it just,
Does
the
this
size of the
camera make my
rostrum
rostrum look
has
big?
things to say about what species it is.
Ah,
Yeah. Do I know what that is? Not off the top
it's a
of my head.
Kardashian.
Okay, we can zoom out.
Okay, zoom it out.
It's very cute.
You got it out of your system.
Yep.
Okay, now let's run away before we have to share this site with any other
Oh,
watchers.
wait, what was that thing?
Yeah, the thing that like scurried across the screen.
Hey, can you
Yeah.
pan over? There's like a
Left.
rock. Yeah, keep going. And
It
then,
was like this, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's right underneath that little ledge there.
I'm
Just come in a little bit. I think it was an amphipod, but I don't
Here, I
know.
got more left. Oh, there
It's
you
a
go.
wafting.
It acted funny.
Is it a wafting amphipod?
Go for zoom.
A whiffy
Oh yeah, the
wafty.
little
What is it? What
popcorn
is it?
Is it-
It's like fluttering. Oh, it's a Hyperiod amphipod and it fell on its side.
Oh,
Aw.
Oh, it's stuck. I'm sorry, buddy.
it's trying so hard.
It's
There's
trying
also
so hard.
something over to the side. Oh, that's all. That's all we
Oh.
got.
Oh,
Yeah,
it twitched.
it's a-
It's got itself sorted.
Not quite.
Well, they're water column animals. It's so confused right now. Poor thing.
Hey.
Okay, we can zoom out.
Okay, zoom.
I feel bad for it. They have these really magnificent eyes.
All right, all your cameras are back where they
Cool.
should be.
Thank you. Okay.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Data, can you hear me?
What's over here?
Chris, I think Mary's trying to call you from the table. Chris is just plugging his headset back in.
Oh, no worries.
Go ahead, Mary.
I've just stopped pumps 4 and 5, and I've started pumps 6 and 7.
Okay, one moment.
But I need to get my log sheet. I'll be back.
Okay.
I was picking moves 157.
Anyway, while we're waiting,
It's a little green eye.
this one has a, oops,
Say again, sorry?
Oh, look at this guy.
Gabby, the true navigator, can you tell us the range to waypoint 8, please?
Hello. Yes. 183 meters.
Thank you.
Go for zoom.
going for zoom. Oh my gosh.
Little baby squat lobster.
Can we get a zoom in a moment on the yellow flow under that ledge as well, please?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, the yellow microbial stuff, which may or
Okay,
may not
zoom
have
out.
flow.
Zoom it out.
It's fluffy stuff. I'm
The
stirring it up.
fluffy- Oh, I see.
Yep.
Okay, go presume.
Going presume.
Anybody see any shimmer? Hard to see when we're moving, I know, but
I don't see any at this side.
nope. Can we come left a little bit? There's a little hole. Can you come down a little just now, if that's
Can't use
possible?
Okay.
Not a little. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
nah, it's okay. We're
Yeah, zoom out.
stupidly zoomed, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Okay.
Mary, you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Let's start with pump 4.
Pump 4 finished at 1451,
Okay.
658
It
meters.
says auto depth. Okay.
And the final volume
Okay. Final volume.
was 132615.
Okay. And pump number 5.
Pump number 5 also finished at 1451,
Okay.
also finished at 658 meters.
That's the same as it started at.
Yeah, we were sampling that microbial map for a really long time.
Okay. And volume.
129560.
Okay. And then for pump 6, what was the start time for pump 6?
1451 and 658 meters for both of the two.
Okay.
Hey.
Got it. Thank you. And Nav, you get 2 more samples to add in.
All right, what are their numbers?
Number 258 and 259.
5859, thank you. And Chris, these are eDNA?
Yes.
Thank you. Morning, Tito.
Hi, good morning.
Looks like we're going to be tracking up the ridge again. Ooh, there's a fish.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
So, over the last 2 hours, we encountered this low temperature hydrothermal venting at 650 meters on the northern slope of the rim. So, already spent that time, over 2 hours, poking around, getting temperatures probes and using this sage drinking bird to measure CO2. So, I think, and we also sample a small chimney and microbial mat. So, I think we've done a good. But the previous watch did a good job characterizing this venting. So, what we'd like to do next is to make ways towards waypoint 8.
Copy that. We'll be going up the incline heading 185.
Yeah, so we haven't seen much diversity, but we've seen a lot of the mushroom corals.
Actually, Tito, make that 152.
152.
Yep, thank you.
Huh? Yeah, we're back in mushroom territory. Interestingly, didn't see much between 900 meters and this depth. I mean, in addition to these mushroom corals, lots of mushroom corals, but not much else, which is what we were seeing on the rim of the near the vent sites a few days ago.
All right. Rock and roll.
Yeah, so ideally we'll make good progress and then really reach waypoint 8 in the next hour or so, and then we'll probably evaluate a mid-water move to one of the other transects that we have in the dive plan, depending on what we see. That will give us hopefully a few hours left in the dive to look at another part of this slope and then trying to see if the water column anomaly that was observed with Sentry corresponds to another site of focus venting. So we still have a few objectives left on this dive, so we want to make cover some good ground.
Where were those anomalies located?
They were just east of the high temperature venting site that we already know of, that we visited multiple times. But they were further down in the slope. So there's two explanations. One,
Ship and movement.
is that there could be another site that we haven't seen before, or there was a strong plume signal transported away from the known vent site that was picked up with Sentry kind of downstream of the vents.
Cool. So we're hoping we're going to see it.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
We still have about
and toes crossed.
Yeah, still have about 60-meter vertical climb to make it to the summit of this peak on the rim. This is on the northeast part of the rim of Wailulu.
And they want us recovering at 8 a.m., correct?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. So Tito, we'll keep that in mind.
Roger that.
Yeah, so
Bridge nav. Can we step 30 meters at heading 152?
yeah, we see more of that white staining. So that's why they measure temperatures up to, I think it was 16 degrees Celsius.
Wow. Yeah, I
So
see.
shimmering water and little chimneys.
I see in the comments that there was questions about the max temp, and so y'all recently took a temperature measurement.
Yeah, we did about 3 different probings.
Cool.
Let me see if I can see the log.
I feel like y'all could really like I feel like I'm being punked a little bit. Like we are outside the cone, right?
We are outside, yes.
Huh. It looks like we're inside, that's why.
So I have here that some of the max temps we were getting were like 11.2 or so around like 16, 12.73.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. So 12.7 was the highest. Which is pretty significant, given that the background temperature is 6 degrees. So much higher temperature anomaly than what we've seen on areas of similar aspect on the cone. And that was also associated with high CO2.
So these mushroom corals are, I mean, we've seen them kind of throughout, you know, are they in abundance here because it's warmer, or is it something about being higher up on the ridge?
I don't know. I mean, it's only warmer in those areas where you see the white staining.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's really background temperature. And the CO2, as we move along, it's not high. It's about background. It only gets high in the areas where there's the warm fluid coming out. So
Bridge nav. Bridge nav.
not sure why they're so abundant here, and also other areas.
30 meters heading 152.
Can we please take a close-up look? You see those? It's kind of like yellow things poking out of the sediment. There's a line of them here. Look like the little chimneys that we saw earlier, but be good to take a closer look. They have some structure to them.
So we saw little chimneys?
Yes, and we collected some.
Oh, man. I should have got up out earlier.
Oh, they look like fluffy material sticking out of fissures on the surface. They look probably microbial, like microbial mat. Interesting. Hadn't seen those before.
Oh, there's a big aggregation over there. It's like a leveled up form of those like fibery things we saw.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so it's not very high diversity compared to what we saw earlier in the dive, or I guess previous dive. And we're deeper along this same ridge on the northern slope of Balulu. There's really a couple of species here only, but they're very abundant. So we sampled some of these mushroom corals already to confirm that they are the same species that we see in the cone.
It's that white speck on that rock up there.
Yeah.
Was that a question or?
What?
Was that a question or?
What?
That we sampled them or?
No, we did.
Oh, okay. Okay, we did.
What is that?
Looks like a anemone.
Oh, it's a big one. Wow.
And let's push.
Yeah, it's a big anemone. See some potentially hydroids on the rocks too. There's another one. Don't remember seeing those before.
Can we go by color at all to identify these anemone?
Can we what?
Can we go by color at all
To
identify these anemone?
I think that's a good indicator. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was just noting that the tentacles, the tips of the tentacles in these anemones are all rounded, whereas the other anemones that we've seen have pointy tentacles. Yeah.
What's the scientific way to say that? Rounded versus pointy?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know anemone anatomy terms. It's not.
I bet you the internet's going to tell me, though.
Yeah. I'm more familiar with the octocoral anatomy terms, and even those. There's a rich. There's a book just on anatomic terms of octocorals, and so each group has their own.
I see. Is that a sea cucumber?
Maybe. A white thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. It looks like it.
So 635 meters. I think this is the shallowest we've been on this seamount.
And proceed in heading 155.
Like period? We
Bridge,
haven't
yeah.
been this shallow?
That's right.
Oh. I thought we
Step
made it all the way up
30
to the
meters,
top
heading
of
155.
one of the ridges. We haven't?
We haven't.
Oh.
I see some white things here. Can you take a look? No, they're all over.
Oh, it's a whole field of them, huh?
Yeah, what are those?
And watch your push.
Oh, they're hydroids. Wow, lots of them.
Oh, those are cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen those in such large numbers.
If you see them on a smaller rock, it might be worth getting them.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be good to slurp some of them.
It's like the neighborhood is changing. They're changing.
there's a lot of them.
Mushroom corals to hydroids.
Yeah. Are you in a good position to stop and take a slurp
Bridge
sample
up.
of those hydroids?
I think we'd have to back the boat up a little bit.
Can we hold here? We're going to hold.
I see a lot of them coming up, so. I think any of those patches will be good.
And do you see any you'd like to go after?
Yeah, I think they're here. Can we get a zoom on that before?
Do you see these little, looks like holes or?
Yeah, I see those.
Yeah, like something was drilling into the rock.
Oh, this is getting exciting.
Yeah, that is super cool. What would do that? A gastropod of some type? Or?
Do not know.
Wonder if he's still around. Whatever did it.
Michael, do you want me to step back?
Give me a second.
Okay.
What are the same kind of hydroids that we see in the cone, on the cone? They look generally small, and there are they make groups of many individuals that should look slightly different to me.
I think it should be good.
Okay.
It'll be good. The samples will be very useful to figure that out, if they're different species or the same species.
Man, everybody's coming to check us out.
Yeah.
I want to know who's making these holes. Who's putting all these holes in my yard?
So, we're slurping? Is that what's happening?
Yes, slurping.
Copy. Okay. Which ones are available? Do we know?
So 3 through 7 are available, so any of those.
Tito, can you
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're actually raised.
the
like
end of the suction hose away so I
see,
can
they kind of look like
flush?
little pebbles or pellets from this angle.
Yeah, the white ones. I mean the black dots.
Yeah. I thought they were holes, but maybe they're not.
Yeah. Is that? Can we get a full zoom before we sample them?
I'm sorry, Jacob, what did you say? Which ones were available?
So slurps 3 through 7 are available.
Okay.
Jaina, do you hear me?
3.
Yeah, Santiago?
Yeah, I was wondering if we can get a good close-up of the hydroids.
Yep, when Tito's ready, we can do that.
Push.
Okay, bucket 3 is ready to go whenever you're ready to.
You know, they may be connected. It may be hard to see here, but like through a stolon, that like a runner along the rock.
Oh, they do that.
Yeah, this.
I didn't know
But
that.
I can't really see that here, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just interesting that they're all lined up like that.
So they do look like corymorphid hydroids or hydrozoans, but I don't think they're the same kind of the cone, although they could be. I guess the sample will tell us.
Yep. That'll be great. Check that one out.
They're small, right? They're only a couple centimeters long.
Okay.
I didn't realize they did that. That's just another way that these guys reproduce.
Oh, hydrozoans have a lot of variety in the way they have their life cycles. That's where actually I did my PhD work on a group of different kind of hydrozoan called the Campanularidae. And many of them have Medusa stage, and many of them do not.
Cool.
They have some sort of intermediate, think of it as an intermediate Medusoids. So there's really an interesting group.
Literally any way possible, they're
Yeah.
going to do it.
Yep.
Alright, I'll start 7. We are slurping.
Too much coffee again.
Shaky.
It looks like we got 2 or 3.
Can you get a couple more? Tito?
Yep, going after it.
Definitely have one full one.
Great.
Hold on.
Oh, I see one.
Let's say we got
Slurp.
5.
Looks good. Thank you.
It's like it's dancing.
Dance magic. Magic.
I got it.
Oh, good. There's 2.
Yeah, I see a couple in the jar.
Oh, I want to say I got at least 5.
And
Could be
now
some
that
smaller
is sample
ones.
260.
Thank you.
Copy.
Now, can we also take a close look at these black dots in this part of the seafloor? Might be too small to figure out what they are, but we'll do the best.
Could you draw a circle again, please?
Over here. I see them right here. They're small black dots. There's a lot of them.
Oh.
Baby manganese nodules?
Some of them are, look, those 2 up there are like
They're kinda
perfectly
shiny.
round, little shiny balls.
Is
Yeah.
that all the way in, Jana?
What are those?
What is it?
Yeah, that is.
Looks like,
Maybe little snails?
is it like scat?
Well, I guess we should maybe take a sample of them. They look more biological than geological to me.
Let's say slurp them might be the
Yeah,
best
let's
way to go.
put them in another chamber. I don't know what those are, but it'd be good to take a closer look in the lab. Maybe we can borrow the microscope
Yeah.
from the ROV team.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and flush.
Yeah, they're all over.
I don't think we've seen anything like that so far, have we?
No. What should we call them? Little spheres.
Black pearls.
Black pearls.
Dang it. There was one stuck in the...
Oh.
There was some stuck in the
Yeah, you have some
slurp.
hydroids in the potpourri chamber.
Ooh, there's more falling.
Yeah, there's a couple in the... That sucks.
It's the junk drawer.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are in 4.
Jana, would you zoom in, please? I'm just checking I had some available here. And back out if you
I'm
don't
so
mind.
intrigued by these things.
Yeah, that's good.
Hope they hold up as they travel through the slurp.
Yeah. They're very small. They're smaller than a centimeter. They're millimeters big, but...
Nice.
Yeah, you want to zoom right in, please? And slurp.
And the slurp away.
Oh, yeah.
Are they going in? Yeah. How big is the mesh in this slurp?
That I don't know.
3 mil, I think, or
We have different sizes. This one looks like it might be just like the basic one. It's not a fine mesh for sure.
It's hard to tell if we actually got one.
Yeah.
all right, I've got a few in there.
Yeah, and I see another hydroid in the chamber. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll probably,
Okay, just keep it running for a couple minutes.
hopefully some of them are staying in there. I see particles in there, so.
Alright, that should be good.
Jana, will you push up?
Alright, now that is sample 261.
261.
Great, thank you.
That's a lot of hose. I'd run it for almost a whole minute.
Keep going. Keep slipping a little bit.
I'd go for a whole minute. I don't want to make that same
Yeah, I think we can continue our move. See what else is ahead. I see in the distance more clumps of hydroids and corals.
We're off to a productive start on this watch, I think.
Yeah.
We're proceeding in heading 157.
All right.
157.
They're so evenly spaced, too.
They are.
Meticulously laid down.
They don't seem randomly
Yeah.
distributed. Yeah. Some other big anemone.
Bridge nav.
In the cinema cam, with the sediment
Can we step
change, you
2
can see a
meters
line
heading
of
157?
coral just kind of, or sponges or whatever. The density of the population just kind of drops off the sediment line.
That looks a little ominous, that guy hiding under the rock there.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like the rock fell on top of him.
Yeah.
I gotta push.
That's interesting.
Splat.
I think it's just hiding under.
Like a cartoon or something.
Just chilling out on a Saturday morning.
It is Saturday morning, yeah.
We gotta get our cartoons.
Yeah.
There's more of those dots on the left.
Oh, yeah.
We have about 105 meters to waypoint 8.
105?
Yes.
Okay.
they be eggs?
Eggs. Could be.
And can I have a push, please?
Who laid them?
I don't know.
Maybe this will finally answer that the eggs came first.
Squat lobster over there.
Is that a dead fish?
I think it's alive.
Is he alive?
Let's go to
Oh,
push.
yeah, he's alive. Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
Hanging out among all these little dots.
Like he's got his sleeping mask on.
Yeah. So probably
More
super
dots.
sensitive eyes to collect to see in very dim light.
And back out, please.
I can relate.
Oh, and is that a crack? Or is that a stripey? Oh yeah, it's a crack.
Another push.
And then the little round things could be like tiny little anemones. You can see some things on the edge of that.
Oh, okay.
Ships in hold.
That's something.
Yeah, they're pointing down. Oh, that's a good view. Oh yeah, they're tentacles. I think they're tiny little anemones.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a lot of them there.
Is there something
Yes,
coming out of
look
that
at
crack?
that.
Back out, please.
So, yeah, so they're like the little tiny little, that's probably what what the little balls were.
Yeah.
Oh.
They seem to have that little crack had all those little, they had the same pattern, dispersion.
They're so small.
Yeah.
And translucent.
Hopefully they stay in this slurp chamber.
Ooh, this is a great view.
And a push, please.
Pretty.
Okay, coming up almost right above you.
Interesting, we're seeing different things here. Still the mushroom corals are very abundant, but we've seen those tiny little anemones and the small clumps of hydroids. Some of those large anemones too, or something,
Bridge nav.
look
Yeah, on the
different
inside, it
from
seemed
anything
like
we've
it
seen.
was
Yeah.
just these mushroom corals, and now on the
Joy
outside
step
we've got all
cruiser
these other
meters
things.
heading 157.
Still no sponges though, right? We haven't seen any sponges?
No. or those anemones that are super abundant in the crater. Another patch of diffuse flow. You actually see the orifice.
It looks like there's like an orangey line,
Yeah.
you know?
I have push push. Yeah, you can see a little bit of.
That's neat. You see the corals right above it.
Yeah.
They're clearly not bothered by the seeping fluids, which can be significantly elevated in CO2. I don't see any shimmering.
Oh, you can see the flow though.
Or
is that us?
That could have been us.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
But it was very reactive. I don't know how to say, like very floppy.
Little bitty mushroom corals.
I don't know, maybe there is something coming out.
There's definitely fluid seeping, yeah. I don't see shimmering, but it is. So it's probably just like a degree above ambient temperature. That's great, thank you.
And back out.
I think I just saw shimmer.
I like this spot. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
You always can find good stuff. See what's at the top. I think we have about 20 meters to climb.
Tito, I'll have you go heading 161.
161, aye.
Looks like a lot of coral stock.
See more areas of diffuse flow. Can we map a lot more?
Bridge nav. We step 20 meters, heading 161.
Oh man, it's Saturday.
I haven't seen too many more of those hydroids.
There were a lot of them, but not everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of the condensed clusters of Cheetos. Duh. As DJ would put it.
Oh, never mind. There's some.
Oh yeah, there's some more there. Never mind.
There's a lot.
Yeah. I haven't seen any pillow lavas exposed in a while. Everything seems to be covered in sediment. There's some little rocks outcrop that they look very weathered, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not more sea stars. A lot more stars. A lot more stars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's
Oh,
one.
look at him go.
Oh, little crab. Little squat lobster.
Squat lobster.
There it goes again. Man, those stars moving are creepy for some reason.
Lots of...
And there's more of those little dots we've been seeing.
Yeah. Well, it's anemones. It's a high abundance of life.
Yeah, this is so interesting. It's
Life finds a way.
There's clearly plenty of food here for little creatures.
yeah, there must be.
Oh my goodness. You could really get a scoop at the cinema cam. A lot of the things are kind of hidden because of the angle that we're at. But the cinema cam does a really good job of showing us what's what.
Just reading in the chat, brittle stars can move when they are spooked.
Oh no. We did that.
Sabina.
When we came up for the, does anyone know that if when we came up and we replaced the thruster or whatever, we went back down, did we install a little anything? Anyone know? Anyone make that yet? Like DJ's treat idea.
I do too. Can we make that happen?
Lots of hydroids.
Little treat dispenser.
So many hydroids.
Something that automatically dispenses into the palm of the claw.
Come here.
No, because then hurt becomes the pan with like it's like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and jump in ROV.
Lure different creatures to the ROV.
It's going to completely change the sampling method.